Greetings and salutations, everyone. I am, as always, Darth Devious, bringing you another video review. And this time, it's my first figure from the IDW line. From the thrilling 30 of Transformers, we're looking at Bumblebee. Now, I'm looking at Bumblebee first because I think he's the weakest of the four figures. Yes, I do have all four, so we will be doing them all. Alright? And inside there, you see the Spotlight Bumblebee comic that it comes with. I have taken it out. Now, I already read the Spotlight Bumblebee comic because my son Alex actually has a regular copy of it that he got at the comic book shop in Wilmington, Delaware. Alright, so I'm going to keep this one probably in this little package or something. I don't know. I'll do something with it. Alright, we'll look at the side. It says Series 2, number 4. It shows a picture of Bumblebee. This side, there's nothing. On the back, you have his tech specs. Alright. And you have his product shot and some lens flare because I like being J.J. Abrams now. Yes, it works for J.J. Why can't it work for me? And there's his bio if you wish to read it on your own time. Now, I'm going to take this down. We're going to get the packaging out of here. And we're going to bring in the yellow car. And like that, we bring them in. Alrighty. And we're going to come down. Here is the yellow car. And I think he looks sort of like a Mustang. He does have that kind of feel to it. It's like a Mustang crossed with a Camaro. It is that feel to it. And it's a really nice, you know, vehicle mode. The yellow plastic, I don't know if anybody's ever pointed this out, but the yellow plastic has, like, metal flake in it. And I've noticed that with, Megatron's got silver flake in it too, silver metal flake in his plastic. Except for this, you know, miscolored bit there. But what can you do? His weapons, as you see, pegging on the side. And they can, you know, peg together if you so desire. You can have them together, and make one big gun of death. And it's not bad looking. My big complaint is, you know, this gray plastic, they put like one coat of yellow on it, so the gray is still coming through. I don't know. It is what it is. This weapon just, it doesn't fit his character anyway, so I don't know, I might not even use it. One thing I am happy to see, though, and it's one thing I'll point out in Trail Breakers, or Trail Cutters review, he's actually got his taillights painted, and he's got his tailpipes painted. So, you know, that's a nice touch. And his rims are painted. So many figures nowadays, I have to add the silver paint to the rims. I'm getting sick of adding silver paint to rims, people. I really am. And here we have the front end. I don't know what you call those lights. They're kind of weird looking, but I don't know. They're nice. I might pick out like the fog lights and some other stuff. And yeah, there's some paint sloppage there. What can you do? But really, the reason why I say this is the weakest. Now, one, you see back here, the ragged blue paint on the rear window. That's how he came out of the package. And you can see over here there's like a dark splotch where the paint like pooled up. It's a minor QC thing, but still. But what makes him the weakest, I think his plastic just feels almost just like a few notches above knockoff quality. The others don't really have that feel to them. Megatron a little bit, but not much. Orion Pax is pretty solid, and Trail Cutter is pretty solid. This one, nah. Yeah. But he's still a cool car, and he rolls nicely, you know, and when you get all his wheels on the ground, he does roll nicely. And there's very little kibble on the bottom. You know, I actually don't consider, when people say kibble on a robot, I don't consider the undercarriage of a car, if it shows robot bits, to be kibble. You don't see them. Do you see any kibble on that? No. All you see is a car. Now, a plane with, like, legs hanging off, yeah, that's kibble. I'm looking at you, Dreadwing and Skyquake. Alright. Alrighty, enough rambling. Let me get this guy transformed, and we'll complain about his robot mode. Ha! Alright. Be right back. Alrighty, and here we have Bumblebee in his robot mode. And his robot mode's not too bad. It's really nice. It does evoke how he looks in the comic. I will give it that. You know, where he is the leader of the Autobots. It is a little unfortunate that this, you know, tab, this part of the roof hangs down below his leg. Yeah, okay, you get that. We're not going to say anything more. Interesting transformation, fairly easy. It's not a difficult one. I do have a few disappointments with him. One is his head's only on a swivel. Now he does have some light piping. It's not really coming through too well. It's not the greatest light piping in the world. His eyes are really small. And his size is kind of small, but it's Bumblebee. He's supposed to be small. His shoulders are kind of cool, that how they move with the front end of the car there. And I like how the doors did fold back some. Doesn't have a huge backpack, but he does have somewhat of a backpack. Oh, it's supposed to peg in. Oh, forgive me! Oh my god! Alright. But you still get that thing hanging down behind him. Yeah. Articulation-wise, like I said, his head moves back and forth. Shoulders, with all the... Now, this is kibble. See, this is kibble. But it's also part of his design, so I forgive it. But they will move back and forth. Alright. He has a swivel just above his elbow. He's got a ratcheted elbow. Nothing at his wrist. Nothing at his waist. Hips are on a ball joint, as usual. Got a cut there. He has a nice knee. Knee pad can move with it if you want. And he has a ball joint for his foot. So, you can get some epic Bumblebee poses out of it. Is that such a thing? Is there such a thing as an epic Bumblebee pose? Somebody tell me, is there such a thing as an epic Bumblebee pose? I don't think so. I do like the Autobot symbol on his chest. It's in the right spot. It's the right size. It fits. Really, really fits. I like that a lot. And here's his weapon. And you can... Well, he can hold it. And have his big, clear-ended weapon of death. Or you can probably... Well, no, you can't plug it in on the back, can you? You can plug it in on his thigh. There you go. I'm shooting from the hip. Alright. One thing I would have loved to have seen, and if you read the comics, you'd know. In the comics, Bumblebee has a cane. I would have loved to see him come with a little cane. I'm sure some third-party company is going to make a fortune making Bumblebee canes. Just like... Oh, never mind. We'll save that for a different review. But, Bumblebee canes. Patent that. Bumblebee canes. Alright. I'm rambling. I do recommend the IDW figures. He's probably going to shelf form a bit, I will say. And as I said, he's the weakest of the four. He really is. But he's still a nice figure to have in the collection. He really looks nice in both modes. You just got to realize the plastic isn't the greatest. If you can see on his arm there's a splash of yellow paint from them painting this. And again, here's another example of they didn't put enough coats of yellow. The black is bleeding through. What can you do? It's Hasbro. At least they painted the taillights and the rims. I got to give them credit for that. Alright, let me zoom in on his face before I go. Because, you know, we got to do an epic Bumblebee face. And he's got a little smile. Look at the little smile on Bumblebee's face. Alrighty, guys. You be good. I would say I would send Bumblebee after you, but really, I don't think you'd be too scared. I mean, even with this big cannon, I don't think you'd be too scared. Hi, guys. I'm Bumblebee. Later.